your girl is 30. Why am I so excited? Maybe it's simply because existing, being here for all 30 years is a gift, is a blessing that I am grateful for. But what is this 30 all about? When I invited some friends of mine to just chill with me for my birthday, one of them asked me, "How does it feel? Any epiphanies?" And I gave her my honest answer that was on my fingertips. Now, I'm not so sure. I don't feel anything because I'm not the person that moves by age. It's 25, so you should be doing this. It's that is, so you should be doing this. I try as much as possible to grow every day, to do me, to do more, to become more every day. That's the kind of a person I am and the kind of a person I usually encourage people to be. However, I told her maybe I'll start feeling it. I don't know. I really don't know how it works. But it's not about age, it's about being purposeful every day, taking it one step ahead every day, competing with yourself every day. By competing with yourself, I mean striving to be a better version of you today than you were yesterday. And when I look back to the 30 years, there's a lot that has happened. I won't, however, tell you 30 lessons at 30 because, truth be told, I did not start learning and growing at 1, at 5, at 10, at 15, maybe from my 20s, but I have lessons, decisions, realizations, or pledges at the age of 30 that I'm calling the almighty ones because these are not just about 30 years old. They're not about turning 30 or 25. They'll be there. They'll stick with me at 40, at 50, at 60. They are those things that are found. They guide me. They are strong. They make me strong when they guide me. And here are the almighty lessons, decisions, pledge, realizations, whichever name you give them, that I share from me to you at 31. Don't sweat the small stuff. That was me. Anything just used to whack me up until I grew up. Yeah, I did the work of growing up, of realizing that really everything is small stuff. Even life, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying life is small. I'm saying that nothing is permanent. We need to live with the realization that you will not be here forever. So don't sweat about death. It's just small stuff. Sweat about what you do while you are here, while you are alive. What mark are you leaving on this world? So if there's something you can do about something, do it instead of sweating about it. And if there's nothing you can do about it, then just let it be. Don't sweat about it. Number 2, love yourself, flaws and all. Yeah. I released a self-love series as one of my gifts at 30. And I was building on my book, The Power of Self-Love. But this self-love concept is deeper than I can even talk about. It's deeper than what my book covers. It's deeper than what those videos covers, but it's an everyday thing. You get to love yourself with all the imperfections, with all the flaws that you have. You take yourself and you give yourself a chance over and over again. You commit to becoming the best you can be. What I like saying, the gift you are meant to be to the world. You commit to having your back. You commit to never giving up on you. You take those vows, for better, for worse, for rich, for poor, in sickness and in health, to have and to hold. Love yourself, flaws and all. That's an almighty decision that I will hold forever. Number 3, dance while the music is still playing. Oh my God. COVID-19 came to us, and the things that we used to take for granted, like going out and literally dancing, could not happen anymore. We lost people, we lost our sources of livelihood, we lost some joy in us. Things that we used to take for granted. meeting and greeting and hugging. I'm a hugger. Oh my God, I suffered. I love hugging people. For me, it's a way of embracing, of expressing love. It's intimate. It's nice. It feels good when I hug my friends. But I lost that. But it's beyond that. When I say dance, I've realized that you need to dance when the music is still playing. I mean, live. You live now because might be all you got. So live your best life today. Strive to do you, to do the best you, to bring out the best you today, to leave that mark today. Because my friends, no one is sure about tomorrow. Number 4, it's okay not to be okay. Yes. The masculine men listening to these toxic masculinity thing that goes around, these things that, oh, you're strong, oh, you're as strong as you are, as masculine as you are, you need to realize that it's okay not to be okay. I had to learn this. A very special person in my life kept telling me, be kind to yourself. Because every day I was not feeling optimum. I was not feeling like I'm giving much to the world, either workspace, my personal space, or the things I do to grow myself or to serve the world from my cup. I used to beat myself up. And one day when I told them, I've just realized a bad day is simply that, a bad day. He told me, that is called growth. And yes, it's called growth. I have embraced that it's okay not to be okay. If I need help, I ask for it. If I'm not okay, I don't go around saying, I'm fine. No, I accept that I am not okay. But I strive to have a better moment that tomorrow, the next day, the following week, month will be better. And if there's something I can do about it, I do it. If there's nothing, I just cuddle myself. I treat myself to a nice glass of wine and Netflix and chill because it's all right. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay not to be okay. Just don't stay in that moment. If you need help, seek it. If it's just a day that is not going so well, take a moment to yourself and then bounce back. Number 5, look it in the eye and call it out. What am I talking about? I have realized that there are so many people, so many things that we condone in our life. And they keep stressing us up, draining us, and even depressing us. And these things sometimes are external and other times they're internal. So what is this realization and decision that I've made? I have realized that these things are only a stumbling block. These people are only a stumbling block to me. And the decision I've made is to always be strong, to look it in the eye. Is it a bad habit? Is it a person that I feel is causing me pain? Is it something someone is doing to me? Maybe we're in a relationship or this friendship because people collide and I feel it's not working. I look them in the eye. I look at that thing in the eye and point it out instead of staying with it in my heart and stressing over it. So learn to look it in the eye and call it out, because only then will you find the peace, will you grow, will you move past it. Number 6, I am imperfect, but worthy. So are you. I used to keep confusing these two. When I went through the journey of self-awareness, getting to know who I am, and every day I realized, there are parts of me that really, yeah, they're not pleasant. They are not at all. I wish I could just cut them off. But learning to accept they're part of me and not letting them outshine the amazing things that make me was work. And self-love came in. But then I learned that I should never confuse being imperfect with being unworthy, which is the mistake a lot of us make. Honey, sweetheart, we are all imperfect. No one is perfect. But that does not make you unworthy. I have learned to never confuse the two. Every day, no matter the mistake, no matter how bad I feel, no matter how badly I've failed or a terrible thing I've done, I go back to my vows. I go back to the commitment to forgive myself, but most importantly, to the commitment to do better, to be better, to grow, to become more, to bring out better things in me other than the ugly side. So you're imperfect, but you're not unworthy. You are very worthy. So go for it. Do not get stopped by your imperfections. Number 7, do your part and think long term. Think the big picture. Sometimes you sit around and wait for things to happen or blame when things don't happen. But then if you're asked, what are you doing about it? Nothing. We're just sitting there waiting for things to happen. The self-love series, the first episode I talked about, behind every successful person is themselves, which is the theme of my book, The Power of Self-Love. And I keep emphasizing on this because we have to do our part. I have learned that I have to do my part. I have committed to doing my part. But what I've realized is that I used to look at the short-term benefits, that fast success, gaining or becoming great or successful as fast as possible. As soon as I do this, I need to start feeling amazing about it and winning and left, right, and center. I realized that was bringing me back. I was measuring my worth, my ability to give to the world and impact the world on the length of time it takes to actually feel that I am impacting, and I had to learn and make a decision to focus on the big picture, on the long term. As long as maybe when I'm no longer here, will my life, when I lived, be of impact to the people who will be living then? And when it comes to spaces of work, there's a friend of mine who held my hand at some point. I was going through a lot. And she told me, Wanjiro, don't forget, think about the big picture. All these things bringing you pain and stress at work, they are meant to make you strong so that when bigger things are brought to you, you will be mature enough, strong enough to handle them. And I took that advice. So forever, think big, the big picture, an almighty decision that I've made. Last, but not probably the least, He doesn't and never leaves us. We do. This He, as I said, depends on who your source energy is. God, the universe, always there, speaking to us. But sometimes in our own wisdom, we choose to live and suffer outside there and then start feeling like they have deserted us and it is upon us to go back. So I've learned that moments come when I'm weak, but He, my God, is always there. I just need to come back. Have you ever dumped someone and then you're out in the cold and you start feeling, oh my God, no, these are the people, I need them in my life. They're very important to me. But your pride makes you just stay in that position. You can't go back. You can't say sorry. You can't. And you suffer in that moment and you waste time and energy. And that's the same thing that we do to God. We dump God or your source energy or that supernatural being that you rely on, and then we are out there in the cold and we don't go back humbly saying, you know what, I need you. I've learned that staying connected to that source energy is very important, and it's a decision I made. No matter how astray I go, I always try to humble myself enough to crawl back very humbly and ask Him to have me back, because I need my source energy all the time. My friends, I am Daddy and looking forward to a great decade ahead, to growth every day, to becoming more every day, and serving the world of these more that I become, to keep filling my cup every day so that I serve the world from my cup. May you, at whatever age you're in, focus on becoming more finding the truest and most authentic version of yourself. Because as Oprah Winfrey emphasizes, that is our real job on earth. Happy 30th birthday to me. Bye bye.